everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 56 yards on the ground. Fresh set of downs here. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, 8. Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In motion, the tight end. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Shift together here from the D-line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down as that will... take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
This is Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
First down, it's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They go again with Rawls. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Johnson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there at the 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Not to turn away any of our viewers, but worth mentioning, I suppose, no team has ever come back from a deficit of this size and won an NFL game. The largest ever was 32 by the Bills over the Oilers in 1993. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now Palmer on first down. Looking downfield for Dobson. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
His first carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Palmer now. He checks it down here to Ellington. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it? It
really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Palmer. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Palmer to Brown, and the Cardinals move the chains. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Palmer to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, Palmer. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past 1 man. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Michael Bennett in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safe. And it's intercepted at the goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They start on the ground with Rawls. And some room to maneuver. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll hand to Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, Rawls. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone. for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Second down following the incompletion. There you go, play action with Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Off the play fake, Gabbard. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Palmer to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Precise on the toss. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. And now a 1st down following that long gain. The give going left is Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
19.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A big
All